I think the coast is clear for me to tell you a little bit about the Otra yoke. Many of you will probably already be familiar with the Otra sweater that I published last year, and it's been quite popular, which has made me really happy. And I thought, why not do a yoke version? And while I'm at it, you know, why not make it into a cardigan, given that the last one was a sweater? Pardon the dog that's barking. People do use this place to walk their dogs. I'm just going to talk you through basically basic construction of this cardigan. It is indeed top down. You work some short rows for the back here, and then you just get straight into the color work in the round. You got one steek, I know, very modest of me, so you can work the whole thing in the round. You work some more short rows for the lower yoke. This further helps raise the yoke so that you get this very nice dip in the front instead of like feeling like the yoke is suffocating you. Swear it was quiet until I hit record, but what else is new here, right? So now it's quiet. So anyway, after you've done the short rows for the lower yoke, you split for the sleeves and the body, and then you work sleeves in the round, decreasing until you get to the wrist. You work the body in the round straight. Now I have put in actually two waist modifications. So you could do a kind of shallow waist where you're just reducing it by, I think it was 5 centimeters, 2 inches, and then one where you decrease by a full 4 inches, 10 centimeters. So when you do that, you can get a very sort of sharp waist decrease or a more sort of shallow waist decrease. I didn't do either because I wanted this to be kind of loose and comfortable. So anyway, I am photographing this yoked cardigan with Loch Lomond in the background. I mean, that's not terrible, is it? This is basically the cardigan. I don't know if there's much to say about it. It is pretty straightforward. It's just like my favorite way of constructing color work cardigans, you know, top down, short rows here and there. Sleeve and body is nothing too controversial really. It's a really simple construction, very flattering. Should work for multiple of body types, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. And oh, I forgot about yarn. And with the beautiful soundtrack that are these two lovely little dogs, I'll tell you, I used Shirlingstad yarn. Now this is a yarn that is such a pain to get hold of if you're not in Norway. It is sort of fingering to sport weight yarn, woolen spun, rustic yarn. So yes, of course you can use Finul, that's what I would have used. Otherwise you can also use Whole Super Soft, you can use Tove by Sandnes, you can use all those usual yarns. And I will always recommend a plethora of alternatives in the pattern, as well as the description of the yarn, so that it's easy to make that decision. But I do recommend a non-superwash woolen spun yarn that is easy to steek through. Yeah.